Hi guys and welcome to the channel. My name is Little. People have been asking me, yo Larry, I really like your Magic Find setup, but I have no idea how to make that helmet. Can you help us? So to that end we've crafted a new helmet live on Twitch, did a bit of a tutorial video on it. I'm going to be editing the video for you guys and showing you guys exactly what it is you need and try to kind of split it up in about 9 steps to show you guys how to get to the end result. To that end, let's first see what you would need to make this helmet. The items you would be needing is an Awakener orb, Orb of Dominance, probably a few of them depending on how many times you need to make a new base and how long it takes you to elevate or remove the wrong mod. More about that later. Orbs of Annulment, Reforged Critical, Reforged Casters, Armor Recombinators, the Essence of Hysteria and the Essence of Horror. For bases, we're going to be looking for a Hubris Circlet with item level 84 and above, corruption no, rarity rare, and just one of these two influences. That's why I made count 1, and you will be choosing the cheapest influence. The secondary helmet, it really doesn't matter, right? Just any helmet, rare, non-corrupted, 84 with the opposite influence of the one you have chosen here. You will be needing some of the suffixes cannot be changed mods, probably quite a few. I'm going to now show you step by step how to put this helmet together. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. So how do we get to this stage? Well, what we do is we have one of the bases that's desirable, the Hubris Circlet, and another base that really doesn't matter what it is, but it has the other influence. What we then do is we grab a Awakener's Orb and we awaken the shitty base that we don't want on the good base. So this is a double influence base. What we do now is we look which essence modifier we need. This is more elemental damage, which means we need the one for on low life. So we go to essence. And this is the one that has more elemental damage. This is the one for low life. We're going to grab those. Now these are fairly expensive, so I advise you guys to also make sure you have a few annulments. Because very rarely do you just have that modifier, right? You guys know that you're going to have a full set of suffixes on there and we don't want that. So we're just going to hit it once and see what's on there. And there's that full set of suffixes that I kind of thought we would have. And now we're going to start annulling. And we need that 30 on there. And it's bricked. Let's try it again. Bricked again. Bricked again. Well, this starts off well, as it seems. Need to remove the mana regen. And we're good. So we have the more on low life. And we have the more elemental damage. Handcraft int. Because it's easily removable. And now we have a recombining base that we can use to have both of the modifiers on there. And recombine. We got him. We got him. That's a suffix base, boys. It's over. So now we created the suffix base. It's fairly simple to do, but it might require a couple of times, right? There's no guarantee. Now as you guys can see, we had 2 more bases to go, so I was almost starting to sweat there a little bit, but that's the suffix base. We can remove crafted modifiers, meaning this is now a done deal. So now we have 2 suffix modifiers that are just absolutely perfect with an open suffix. So what we do now is we do suffixes cannot be changed, because we definitely don't want to mess up those 2 essence modifiers. Suffixes cannot be changed. And then we use one of these Reforged Criticals that I just farmed, right? Farmed these up for you guys so we can have a good example craft. Reforged Critical. Now what we are looking for is spell crit, preferably 3%. If it's attack crit, I'll show you guys what to do after that. Socketed spells have +2, which is definitely not ideal. Because what I'm willing to do here, we want a perfect helmet. So what I'm willing to do is I can do suffixes cannot be changed, which is important, right? And now we do Reforge Caster. What this does is it adds a prefix, because it's the only mod that's available. And the prefix will guaranteed be a flat damage to spells, meaning a caster but influenced modifier. And here comes the trick. Got that caster. So what you have is damage to spells, which is a influence modifier. Now, there's only 2 influence modifiers on there. The essences are safe. There's no way to remove those. You can literally not fuck this item up. So what we do now is we start playing around with these. The Dominance Orbs, Maven Orbs. Now we're going to try and hit the crit chance. And there it is. That's a 3%. Now it's a tier 1. So the question becomes, do we gamble for elevation? Do we go for 4%? Oh, hold on. I was typing to the wrong guy. Okay, let's see. That is perfect. So here we go again. It's a 50-50. Let's hope it hits the shitty mod now. And it does. There it is. Perfect. So now we have a absolute perfect suffix base. Same as what we always do. We hit it, but suffixes cannot be changed. And then we do a Reforge crit. We hope we get lucky. We have a few of them left. But what we're looking for here, guys, you guessed it, is a tier 1 spell. And it's fucked up. And I'm showing you guys, I promise you guys, from scratch what I do. I think it's important that I show you guys exactly what you do when things go right, which, well, you know, that's a hell of a lot less steps, but also when things go wrong. For now, we're going to remove that. We're going to do... Oh, Mr. Zock, before you hit it, let me do that, because there's a delay on stream. I don't want to lose this helmet, so before we hit it, we need to do... Suffixes cannot be changed. And then he needs to do Reforge Caster. And then we're going to Maven Orb it and hope it removes it. Yes. Yes. Hey Dallas, how you doing, buddy? I'm creating a helmet here on stream. That's perfect, dude. That's perfect as is. Thank you very much, buddy. You might have another one. We might need it. Let's find out. So what we do now is the old classic, hit it with the Maven Orb and hope it removes the attack. And it did. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So how do we go about that? There's 2 ways. The first way is that I did the same I did last league, which was Reforge, keep suffixes. Now that's extremely random, but you can do a lot of them. Right? Chances of hitting something nice on there is good, and then handcrafted +1, or, you guessed it, suffixes cannot be changed, Aisling. So for this easy craft, what we're going to do is one of 2 things. Either Reforge keeping suffixes, or Reforge influence more likely. That means you are going to get an influence modifier on there with a chance of a second one. So potentially you get everything you need. Don't bet on it. But we're going to try that one for now. The question now becomes, is this a available craft? Because not a lot of people have that craft.
A few minutes later.
Hi dude, what's up? By the way, we're live on Twitch. Got a few people watching this, trying to make a helmet for the build. So I hope you don't mind being live.
Yeah, I don't mind being live. I hope you don't mind getting fucked up while streaming, because I'm not very lucky.
That's fine, neither am I, but you know, we can do them by the numbers if we need to. It's not going to be too bad. Let's see what we get. So I'm going to head over, give you the helmet, and then I'm going to swap to the stream that you've just provided, and we're going to see what it becomes.
Yeah,
so,
is it the right? Yeah, confirm that this is the right craft.
Let's see. First, ask the boys if they can see the stream. How about that, guys? I think it's visible for the boys. So, Reforge as a rare with a random interflies, including an influence. Influence modifiers are more common. I think that's the one, guys. I think that's the one. So, what we're looking for here before you hit it is, well, supported by increased area of effect would be nice, but concentrated effect is good as well. So that's one of the two things that we want, and it's a prefix, which is the only thing that we have on there. So hit it, but don't show it just yet. Okay guys, before he shows it, tell me, what do you guys think? Did we hit something here? Show me what you got, dude.
Boom! Fucking bullshit.
What? Increase maximum mana? Percentage? So this is when you do a 7x craft, guys. It's going to have an influence modifier, but by no means is it going to guarantee that you get the modifier that you want. I want to thank you very much, dude, for this craft. It didn't hit, it might very well have, but just showing the people the options that they have. Thank you again. So now, here we go. We have the suffix base. Right guys, we have that suffix base. So all of a sudden, it's all about just getting lucky. Getting that increased area of effect on there, that support. A very interesting situation, because now we have some choices to make. It has a shitty prefix. What if we can use Aisling to remove the shitty mod on there? We have an open prefix, so what I should do here is suffixes cannot be changed, and then Aisling. At that point, there is a 2 in 3 chance of removing an undesirable. Now the undesirable would be either the energy shield, or the suffixes cannot be changed.
A few minutes later.
We have a 2 in 3 chance of success and a 1 in 3 chance of, well,
Good luck.
Thank you. It removed the suffixes cannot be changed, which is good. That is one of the 2 outcomes that is okay. There we go, that seems about right, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Get that +2 AoE or not? Gonna be interesting. If we don't get it either way, I'm gonna recraft and keep suffixes either way. So it is what it is. There's nothing we can block due to the energy shield being on there. So it's gonna be a gamble. Let's find out.
Oh,
That's
no. What did you hit?
Oh, +2 AoE on the unveil.
Oh.
Because we need a very specific enchantment on there. And that enchantment we're gonna need to farm anyway. So we might as well use the time productively. That's why I'm using a mage blood right now. Right, that is kind of the lab farming extraordinaire. So I'm gonna use the mage blood to farm the labs. And we need a 50% any. So I'm just gonna take this shitty pair of gloves and then use it as a decoy there. Ooh, we have one of the 30%ers, guys, but it is not usable. And we need to put it on the helmet that we just crafted. We're not using grace, but that's one of them. Meh. Could use the regen, but I don't think so. And some of these are probably good, but I'm looking for the specific one. Purity of Ice has a 45% increased mana reservation efficiency. That might actually be enough. Alrighty then, guys, that brings us to the last subject. Augment influence or not? Now, as you may have seen, this helmet has energy shield on there, right? The prefix, the hybrid, the one thing we don't want on there, but it's on there anyway. Now, augmenting influence would mean we could do 2 things here. We could do non-influence to influence, which means that it might remove the +2, it might remove the 2 essence modifiers. It's not ideal, right? It's still like a 3 in 6 chance of just totally messing up. Or we hit it with an orb of annulment and then we hope for a 1 in 6 Hail Mary. Simply put, no. We will not be augmenting influence on this. But the question right now is, should you even? Let's say we did not have that increased energy shield and stun and block recovery. We did have an open prefix. Now, as you saw on my last helmet, the one that is in the thumbnail, I actually did do that, and we got increased area of effect there. But is it worth it? Turns out I checked Path of Building, you guys know this from the live stream, and there's only a 10% difference in the actual AoE radius. Now it says that it's a certain percentage, but there are these breakpoints in these skills, and because more often than not we are using the astral projector there and we have that concentrated effect on there, it kinda interacts in a different way. That means we have a 10 to 15% more area of effect at best for only a 1 in 9 chance to hit it with augment influence at a 30 to 40 exalt per try. That means I now recommend you guys not to go for augment influence unless you have hundreds of exalts to waste and you're like, whatever, right? I believe right now if we would have had the tier 1 concentrated effect, we have tier 3 now, this would have been probably best in slot as is. You do not need to go for augment influence to get the increased area of effect on there. In terms of damage or utility, probably just don't do it. So that's basically the end result you would want for this helmet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the crafting process, let me know. I will include timestamps in this video so you guys can, check out each individual step, because probably a lot of you already know some of these steps. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. As always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.